Hi, I'm Darren Crooks.
I'm Chris York.
And I'm James Oliver.
Welcome to ForTalkSake, our COVID-19 three-way. Yeah. So, the topic of conversation tonight isn't really anything specific. We're just going to have a chat, see how everybody's doing in their isolation. And I think James also wants to talk about how Movie House Cinema in Dublin Road closed down recently.
R.I.P. Shocking.
Mm-hmm. But before we get into that... What?
They were saying they were going to shut that for ages, weren't they?
Yeah, I thought it had actually been saved.
Yeah. The fact that it was down without, anyone actually being able to go to it in the last couple of weeks, so...
Yeah. Didn't really help. No. Right, James, what have you been doing for yourself since isolation? Because you were working in the cinema for a while, even after it had closed down, didn't you?
Yeah, so we, up until the start of this month, we were working, we were just going in, just like a normal week, a couple of days a week, and just deep cleaning the place. So, yeah, that was lonely. also a bit creepy as well.
How many hours would you sit there?
What do we do? I think, it started out just being maybe 6-hour shifts, and then by the last couple of days, it was just 4-hour shifts. So, yeah, you just go in, stick your earphones in, and away you went, crack on. So, we actually got a lot done though.
Fair enough.
Do you ever do places say they deep clean? What exactly is a deep clean?
So, so basically, we just, wiped down all the seats, cup holders, hoovered the place, tidied up all the storerooms and threw all the shit out that wasn't needed. Yeah. So,
there must have been an abundance of popcorn.
No comment.
Probably all want to take it home.
Yeah, just fill the car up and just drive home with it. Yeah, sadly I couldn't do that now, but yeah.
Well, you say you can't do that on camera. If you move the camera slightly, it'll just be bags of popcorn.
That's why it's black.
Your wine.
That's why nothing's behind me. It's just that's where it's all stored. I can't let anyone see that.
Brilliant.
Well,
Curtis, you're going to need to speak louder.
Yeah, I do, or Curtis?
No, Curtis.
How's that?
Yeah. Me and you are fine. Curtis is just being quiet.
I'm not actually talking.
I know, but even when you are talking.
Besides that, what have I done? Just read, write for the website, obviously.
Yeah.
I tried to do some short story stuff again, and what else? Yeah, I've just been on the Xbox and shit though. So yeah.
Fair enough.
What have you been playing? Call of Duty. Has to be Call of Duty. Although, if I had it on disc...
Warzone?
Yeah, Warzone, yeah. So, but if I had it on disc, it would be getting fucked out the window. It's so irritating at times.
What have you been doing, Curtis?
I have been working out.
You wouldn't be able to tell. You must be losing muscle.
I probably am. Not eating enough protein.
No.
Because I've had to cut down what I eat. Because obviously with not moving as much, you're only allowed to eat once a day. I used to burn 5,000 calories a day, where now I'm only burning about 3.5.
Nice.
So I drink a bowl of cereal, lunch and dinner. So sucks.
Yeah.
But other than that, walk the dog, go for the odd run,
Yeah.
and then Elder Scrolls Online. Pretty sure I'm over 90 hours now.
Oh, yeah? Already?
Yeah. So, yeah. I've only had it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not a big gamer, but since this all started, what else am I going to do?
See, for a slight second there, Curtis, your audio actually fixed itself. And then went back to being quiet. That's your iPhone. It's bloody awful.
Well, Darren, what have you been doing yourself?
The same as what I always do. Whether it be lockdown or not, sitting in a house doing fuck all or looking after kids.
Alright, How are they reacting to this though? Like, are they taking notice now, or?
I think they're just starting to crawl the walls because they're getting bored of everything that's in the house. They want to go out and do different things, but we can't do it.
Yeah.
They get a walk once a day, and that's about it. That's not even like a proper walk. They're in the prams.
I was gonna say, make it count. Make that walk count.
I know. That's alright. I took the dog a walk the other day and decided to go down this road I've never walked before. Halfway down, I had to freaking get my phone out and go on Google Maps and go, how far away from home am I? Because I'm lost. There's no end in sight.
Make sure you're not in the exclusion zone.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was walking. What?
Get around.
It's like, it's a road round, like, up the street from me. But I didn't know if it was taking me away from my house or bringing me back towards my house. But lucky enough, it brought me out where the school is.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like a half an hour walk or so. I think it'd be a good thing to sort of jog because it's like a country lane.
Oh, okay.
Lane.
I done that 5K challenge today.
Fuck.
I seen you fucking, you tagged me in it.
Yeah. Are you just gonna do it?
I'll do it like I.
What is it exactly? Because I've seen so many people tag each other in it. I don't even know what it is.
Either run or walk 5K.
Right.
You do need a fiver to the NHS.
Okay.
And then you tag 5 people.
Ah, okay. How long is 5 kilometers roughly?
It's about 3 miles, I think. But I ran today, and I swear, it killed me. 29 minutes, 40 some seconds. So walking it would probably take about 40 odd, I'd say.
Well, I'm asthmatic, so I can't run.
I'm asthmatic.
I'm fat. I'll have a heart attack.
No, you're the McDonald what you do. You get about 10 minutes and then you shit. And then every time you exercise, you just fart and shit.
Feel sorry for anybody standing behind me.
I remember one day we were in the gym, and Darren was on like, he just went, I went up. He was away for 20 minutes and shit. And I was sitting in the gym waiting for him.
Look, you gotta go when you gotta go.
This is true, yeah. This is...
Like, can you imagine me trying to lift some weights or something and all just...
Just, there it is. On the floor, clean it up.
Yeah, if you need to poop while you're in the gym, you don't risk it.
I have to move gyms.
You what?
I have to move gyms. That's weird. I'd be spotting you. You just spot yourself.
Fair enough.
It was the day you were on the leg press machine, and I looked away for a second, and I heard this noise, and I turned around, and your legs were behind your ears.
I was sort of like, Curtis, help! And he's fucking checking out some wee girl that walked past him.
You were just like, you were like this. It's so funny.
That's right, well, you were meant to be spot me freaking doing the bench press one day as well, and I looked around, you were just sitting there like, that's alright.
Reception just walked past, that's why. The receptionist just walked past.
Reception.
You were like, I'll be right back.
Did he say a reflection?
Reception.
If it was a reflection, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, damn, look at my reflection has gone up the bit.
Here, James, do you have Snapchat?
No, thank
No.
God.
See, if you had Curtis on Snapchat, you get some funny bloody pictures he puts up on his story. Just begging for attention.
It's like these ones like the shirt's half up and all side, right?
No, he's always curled around his bed, like, oh, look at me, I'm in bed. I'm so bored. Somebody come talk.
Welcome to the station daytime.
I can't wait till all this is over and we can all go out for a night out just to watch you two try and hit on women. I'll just be sitting there with my drink, like, wow.
No, me and Curtis actually discussed this earlier.
Nope.
Me and Curtis discussed this earlier. We're not actually going to attempt to hit on women. We're just going to sit in a corner and discuss why he thinks Captain America Winter Soldier is an awful film.
No, I didn't say awful. I didn't say it was a great film. I didn't think it was a great film. It was average.
Oh, sinful.
I think it's the best out of the Captain America trilogy.
Thank you.
The first one, I loved, like, you know, like the origin story of things.
That's why Marvel
So
films
I
are
don't
made for you. Because every Marvel film that introduces a new character is an origin movie. And they always follow the same beats.
Yeah. So I love them. But then, Thor 2 has to be the worst. Like,
Like, fuck, I thought you were going to say the best. Don't like, right, that's it. Kick him out.
no, I love Thor 1. And see, watching the second one, I was just like, that was pants.
It was pretty bad, like, yeah.
I remember whenever we were doing the Marvel Marathon for unofficial review before we changed it for ForTalkSake, and we were absolutely dreading watching Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
Did
I mean,
we?
not just like,
Did we watch
not
the
just
whole thing?
skip the part. Natalie Portman, I don't know.
Well, you also didn't want to watch Black Panther either, did you?
I don't like Black
You
Panther.
watched it?
I haven't liked it since I've first seen it.
I don't think I've seen it. I've seen it twice.
I've seen it twice.
I loved Black Panther.
I did not.
I loved it.
I think out of all the origin stories or all the stories that are focused on one sole character, his is the worst.
Oh, that's
Like, I really do.
controversial.
It can be controversial, but the story's just not that great. There's a lot better.
I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. I kind of liked its whole, kind of the way it's different, you know what I mean, from all the other origin stories. Something different. So
Seem to be trying too hard.
What was your least favorite?
My least favorite's still Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, same. What were yours?
Yeah, that or what's the other one? I don't know. I don't know. Kind of unpopular opinion. It wasn't so much that I didn't like Infinity War. Like, I loved it, but I just thought Endgame was, or sorry, all the way around. Sorry, I didn't enjoy Endgame as much as Infinity War.
Really?
Yeah, I thought Infinity War was the better of the two.
To be fair,
Not to say I hated it.
Infinity War is mostly action. Infinity War is mainly action, whereas Endgame sort of slowed the pace down a lot up until like the last 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Although it went really quick. I thought, because I rewatched Endgame the other night, and it's 3 hours long, and it went by like that.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Like,
next one was 10.
yeah, it goes in quickly. Like, it's just, it's like Endgame kind of goes into the more backstory of everything again, and then whereas Infinity War was kind of just,
It's hard to grasp though, the whole time travel bit.
I get what you mean by that.
I think what I didn't like about Endgame was it was predictable.
Surely they would have left things up though, because see when Captain America went back and lived his life, then that would mean he wasn't there to save people that he saved throughout the movies.
Yeah.
So Winter Soldier wouldn't have happened at all. So certain things wouldn't have happened.
But then
So
your woman was talking about that with the different timelines. She was like, you leave this timeline now and everything that's in this timeline will stay the same. But where you go, that's where things will change. It'll just be like a parallel timeline to the one that's actually happening. So you leaving this timeline now will not change anything in the past because it's already been done. That sort of thing. So it's always making a parallel. It's always making like a parallel universe almost each time you time travel. Is that?
And that's where the Loki series and WandaVision then come into play for Disney Plus, isn't it?
I don't know if it's where WandaVision comes into play, but I know it's where the Loki series comes into play.
Yeah.
Because people are talking about WandaVision being whenever she goes into Vision's like mind. Because they said.
How the hell did you make that?
I think that's what explains the whole weird, fucked up sort of situations that you find them in.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
when are they coming out?
I don't know, to be honest. But what's going to be really annoying, because Disney Plus isn't like Netflix. It's going to be releasing episodes weekly, probably.
Yeah, I think that's stupid, in my opinion. Because I only just saw today they released episode 6 of The Mandalorian.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
You're like, why don't you just release the whole goddamn thing? Like,
Most people have already seen it.
Like, episodic.
Darren, do you remember in January I pre-ordered my Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
It's coming on the 5th.
Is it?
Yeah.
You'll have to do a reveal video.
I know.
Is it the Funko or?
Funko, yeah.
Nice.
Hold on a sec.
Don't encourage him, James.
I have a couple of Funkos as well, to be fair, so.
So do I, but I don't have an obsession with the child.
No, I only have a couple, but I don't even wear it because I don't want to have to wash it.
What's the point of owning it?
Here, how much did you spend on that t-shirt, Curtis?
What?
How much did you spend?
$18.99.
You can get it in Asda for like £6. The exact same t-shirt. Or Primark.
Did you say there, Curtis, before that you were going to frame it?
Yeah. Baby Yoda, I love him. One darn.
Get a poster.
Baby Yoda. Here. I have 128 meetings on my phone. I have them saved in a separate folder. Of Baby Yoda. I follow Instagram pages of Baby Yoda.
We see episode 1 of The Mandalorian season 2, the child dies.
Darren, I swear to God, see how that happens.
Will you burn your
Well, I
t-shirt?
Yeah, I mean, your t-shirt would be pretty out of fashion then, wouldn't it?
I made a memorial page.
A memorial page.
It'll come back as a Force Ghost to be alright.
What?
It'll come back as a Force Ghost.
I don't even know if I liked the show. I was stressed the whole way through it. I was never so relieved when it ended. I was like, he survived for another year. Somebody just wanted to hurt him. I didn't know what. Let's move on.
Yeah. Right, we'll get into the discussion that James wanted to talk about, was the fact that the movie house in Dublin Road closed down. So,
Yeah. And you know what makes this even more worse is that the last film I saw in there, whilst I enjoyed it, it wouldn't have particularly been my last pick, so to speak. It was a press screening I was invited to for Banterflix, and it was The Hunt.
The Hunt?
So, The Hunt.
Oh, The Hunt.
What did you say?
I said Hunt? I didn't say what you guys think I said.
Alright. If what you did, that's what I laughed at.
I don't even know what he thinks you said.
I was just looking at Curtis and going, the cunt.
Oh. You said, Darren, you look like Cat from the fucking Lumberjack Ghost. I don't know the right
This is getting really long, to be fair.
What?
My beard is getting really long because I haven't cut it.
Let everybody see this beer. Turn around. Look, he's just morphed into his poster in the background with his hair. It's just that real ghosty neck.
Ghosty
Going
neck.
away.
I am pale, so what? Making fun of me because I'm pasty.
Yeah, well, fuck, if you're pasty, what am I?
Well, the lighting you're going on is quite good for your complexion.
Thanks.
Sorry, I did that all afternoon.
How
He
did
has
you know?
3 different modes. He's like, no, yes.
Well, to be fair, I did feel for them.
What was your last movie you went to see it in, Darren?
It would have been It Chapter 1 midnight release. What was the last film I seen in that cinema?
Fuck, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it's not that close to me, so it's not a cinema I would go to my way to go to.
I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Curtis?
I think it would have to have been 2004. 13, 14.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't even remember what the movie was.
I'm pretty sure the film I went to see before it was your one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Prisoners?
No, fucking Southpaw.
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 Oh, okay. I was going to say Stronger. I think that's what you call
Oh yeah, no, not that one.
it. You want one more?
Southpaw?
You like using them. Isn't it the Boston Marathon bombing or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Southpaw.
There was a Mark Wahlberg one done about the same topic. It was called Patriots Day.
Aye. I know that movie. Alright.
It was
Yeah, no,
just from
both
different
were good.
perspectives.
Deepwater Horizon. Fuck. That makes me cry every time.
Why?
Deepwater. What? Deepwater Horizon? Just the story? It's, have you seen it now?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, like, it's just, fuck, I feel like an idiot, man.
What
It's just,
Someone grabbed the whole of his testicle there.
it's really,
I can't remember the last time I cried at a film.
I just remember thinking, I know movies can be fantastic, but him jumping off the, what do you call it, helipad thing into the water, that would have done some damage.
that was the exact moment Curtis stood up and went, bullshit.
I remember Tom and Darren hated the Fast and Furious movies.
So did I.
I loved them. It's my favourite franchise.
Oh, Christ, of course it is.
Curtis is the problem.
Anyway, so we went to see it, and like, we were, first of all, Sex and the City advert came on.
I think it was actually Sex and the City 2.
You know, when in cinema, like, everything's blasting, like, the music for it and all,
Yeah.
and it just ended, the trailer just ended, and all you hear Darren going, yeah. There were people turning around laughing and all. I think it was every time Darren watched Mamma Mia now. Like, thinking, like, what happened?
Why do you have to bring Mamma Mia into everything?
Darren, years ago, your little black gothic self, your wee black fingernails, would have stabbed yourself. You would have.
Wow, you're really going for it there, Curtis, aren't you? Jesus.
Talking about the last video we done, do you think of the worst movie you've ever seen?
Fuck, I can never remember. Fast and Furious 8.
Right. What's your worst?
The worst film I've ever seen? Oh, there's a couple here like I could rhyme off. After Earth is definitely one of them.
After Earth?
Yeah, Will Smith and Jaden Smith. Hitman Agent 47 would be the other one.
I haven't seen that.
It's not the one with Timothy Olyphant. It's the one they did more recently, which I think was like 2015. I actually got up and walked out. I was like, nope, not sitting through this. Because I actually remember I was on a split shift in work, so I did the morning shift, and then I was like, I'm just gonna go to the cinema, and then I'll just go back. And I walked in, I was like, oh, happy days, I'll see a really nice film. I'll like go back into work, really happy. Nah, I was pissed off the rest of the night.
I felt like that was Scott Pilgrim.
I
You
like
didn't like
Scott.
Scott Pilgrim?
Was it Scott Pilgrim we went to see now?
Yeah,
The two girls talking about the hot tub.
yeah.
That's how bad it was. The two girls ended up talking halfway through the movie.
Was it two girls you were with, or just two other girls?
Two girls sat behind us. First one of us.
Beside us.
Besides, that's it.
Curtis was feeling lucky that night.
No.
The only problem.
That was the day I messed up with McDonald's, wasn't it?
The what? You messed up at McDonald's? Yeah, there was this girl full on flirting with him at McDonald's. He was wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt. She was like, oh, I love Iron Maiden. That's a really nice t-shirt. No, he's like, Big Mac, please.
She brought it over to me.
I know, she brought it down to him and all.
Someone else
But you know what? I seen her going to the girl who was about to bring it down and saying, "No, I'll bring it down." And she came down, she stood there for a second, and Curtis was like, "Thanks."
Curtis is like, you know,
Thank
to
you,
be fair,
sir.
I was shy back in there, right?
you know what, that actually happened to me once in Limelight, right? It was me and my mate were out one night, and it was one of those nights where, what? it was one of those nights where it doesn't mean to happen, you know what I mean? It's like spontaneous. So you're sitting chilling, and then he's like, "Oh, let's go out for a drink." And I was like, "Yeah, no worries." So we went to Limelight, which is where I always end up, and it was just us two though. So my mate used to be absolutely grand. Like he would just sit and sing drinks and wouldn't really care what I was doing. So of course me on the dance floor, that is me awkwardly dancing. Yes. So and there's this girl who keeps like dancing around me and is with all her mates, and then they're kind of like the shimmy, so they're like right beside us two. And then she's sitting like, and then I went to the bar to get a drink, and she followed me, and I didn't even catch on this. So I ordered a drink, and then next thing she's right beside me. She's like, "Oh, you know, blah blah blah," conversation going, and then we were talking for about 20 minutes, and I was just sitting there, and I was just like, "Yeah, okay, bye." I walked away. I mean, JP was like, "James, what the fuck was that?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Man, she was flirting with you." I was like, "Why did?" I was like, "Oh, really? I thought she was just being nice."
I don't think any girl is just nice for the sake of it, especially in a nightclub like that.
Darn, too. Girls aren't that nice.
That's a bit harsh.
None of them talk to me.
And then there was another time actually, which I'm fuming about still, right? So it was again in Limelight. We were out for my mate's birthday, and you know the way if it's like a big birthday, people arrive at all different times and whatnot, right? So a couple of them were still in Weatherspoons, and a couple of us had wandered over. The place was like filling up. You know, I love how I have to give whole backstories to my story, by the way. Before we just get to the point. But yeah, so I was standing at the bar in like the dance room bit, and I sat there, and you know, I'm not one for if the bartenders go to someone else before me, like I'll be like, right, I'm a bit pissed, but I wouldn't make a fuss out of it, you know. So this girl is right beside me, and the bartender turned to her and she was like, "Oh, you know, whatever it was, she ordered." And then she turned to me and she was like, "Oh, sorry, did you ordered?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "Oh shit." She was like, "I'm really sorry about that." I was like, "No, you're right." I was like, "Don't worry about it." So we got to chatting, and I found out she was studying English, all this here stuff. And then at the end of it, he was like, "Oh, you know, well, I'm gonna get back to my mates here, but maybe I'll see you later." I was like, you know, kind of cool. I was like, maybe you will. I fucking scarred that place for the rest of the night.
Well, I guess.
Just pointing at random women like, "Nope, not you."
Someone catch my eye, wasn't you? No. I tell you, I was like looking at everyone being like, "Where is she?" I was like,
Look, she was learning English.
no, she was studying English.
I was about to do an impression, but I think people would have called me racist if I did, so I didn't.
What were you gonna say?
I said I was about to do an impression, but I think people would think I was racist if I did, so nope.
It's like, me, you, dance? Number? No?
You need dance. Where are you going?
Talking to the bouncers going,
What? It's just picks me up by a scruff of the neck. It's like, right,
get out. No, I love Limelight. It's probably my favourite place to go.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even as I now reach 30 years of age, but anyway.
Why do you have to bring a diner to the night?
Huh?
Yes, he is.
No, I'm
You're 30.
No, I'm not. I'm coming 28 this year.
We all are.
So we all.
Alright, fair enough.
When's your birthday?
Huh?
When's your birthday?
Don't take this to you.
Oh, my birthday is May. So like 3 weeks from now.
You're old.
You're the oldest here.
James has left the chat.
I'm the youngest by a month.
Oh, yeah, so dumb.
Yes, that one. That's what I'm kind of.
Think about it this way. I'm 27. I have 2 children. I'm married and I have my own house. What do you guys do?
You'll excuse me, I'm just going to throw myself out the window here. Thanks, Darren.
Anytime you make a joke about Darren, he's like, well, I was going to have a kid, remember? Anytime you made a joke about, like, sexual joke, it's like, on a job, I'm 2 kids.
It's true.
You know what, Darren? It's not about the end goal, it's the journey to get there, okay?
That's a long fucking journey.
Aye, for me, anyway.
I'm Curtis.
I couldn't even get set up at your wedding, for God's sakes.
Kendrick Curtis.
What did he say?
Couldn't get set up at the wedding. Well, I'm glad you couldn't get set up at the wedding because you're all trying to go after my fucking 17-year-old cousin.
No.
I was kicking the piss.
Aye.
Yes,
That's what they all say.
also, actually, can we just point out, remember who added her on Facebook first? I'm pointing at you, Curtis.
You're actually pointing at me whenever you do that on my screen.
Whenever my camera is Curtis, I'm pointing at you.
Look at her first.
What'd you say?
Look at her first.
Oh, he's not here. He can't defend himself, so...
I've known her like 12 years.
Yeah, no. You perv.
That's not defense.
Subject change.
Yeah, quick before we get arrested.
What have I been watching this week?
Curtis, you first.
What have I watched? Watched Endgame. Watched Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Not actually as good the second time I watched it.
It's not.
I actually find it better the second time I watched it.
Oh, yeah? I just find Brie Larson really stale as an actress in general.
It's the faces she pulls like. It's like Joey from Friends. You know the fart? She does that. It's like
That's the technique she uses.
Yeah. What wine are you drinking?
See it? Yeah.
Stoneleigh.
Stoney Lay, yeah.
Stoneleigh.
Stoney Lay from New Zealand.
Wow.
I'm like the Karen as a group, you know.
Well, what's Curtis then? I think I fit my role. I'm drinking beer and I'm a dad. So I said I fit my role. I'm drinking beer and I'm a dad and I've got a beer belly. Curtis is what? A wannabe playboy who sits and drinks his Diet Coke and vodka.
What am I drinking?
Huh? You're the Karen.
I'm just a guy.
The head movement said it all.
News.
I want to speak to a manager, please.
Where's your manager on?
You probably stand with your hand on your hip.
I demand the manager right now. See, it helps to take the piss out of yourself because then it kind of dulls the blow a wee bit, you know?
I know. And it helps us continue to take the piss.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why we're all friends.
Yep. That is why we're all friends.
It is. We just take a piss out of each other. It's great.
That's what our relationship is based on.
You see,
That's why we're really religious.
Yeah, because I'm religious.
I can see Darren. See in about 15 years' time, Darren will just had his 5th child.
Hi.
Going on Sunday morning to church. God came down and give you a new, I don't know.
New tubes.
You told me to spread.
Darren, I have a spare copy of the Bible if you want me to post it.
a satanic Bible here or something.
I love how you
That's
say
exchange.
I love that you have a spare.
A spare Bible.
Spare one. Don't want to get out. But a spare.
It's the backup special. It's,
You just
Has a
have
bit
him
more
stockpiled.
What?
He has him stockpiled like his popcorn.
That's a night on his big bag of popcorn. Just reading one chapter a night.
Whilst also simultaneously eating it. It's just like,
And drinking his wine, thinking about who he's going to complain to.
Bother him.
thinking about all the cat I could come off with. You know what? People are going to watch this video and be like, who the fuck is he?
The guy who writes most of our articles on the website.
And they'll be like, right, don't want to hear from that twat again.
It's good to put a face to the name.
Yeah, thanks. Nobody wants to see this face.
To be fair, your face is already on the website anyway.
What's that? Yeah, I know. It's and also now that I think about it, I'm like, that's one of my better pictures, I think.
Because I did have one picture, and you're like, nope, not that one. Different one.
Yeah, you stuck. It was the one from the wedding where I'm like, I throw fucking. What?
What?
Is there a picture of me on it?
Yeah.
You didn't ask me what picture.
I didn't care.
See, because you're the founders, I'm the contributor.
I think I have a picture. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm offended. You didn't ask.
I'm not.
I only got you a really good one. I could have like Bruce Willis just.
What, bald?
Here, you know what I watched last night?
What?
Having a wee drink. I was about 4 in the morning. Having a wee drink.
I don't want to know you're watching at 4 o'clock in the morning having a drink.
Really grabbed it, right? It was Comedy Central roast of Bruce Willis.
Didn't even know there was one.
I've actually seen that, so I have.
I've seen a good few of the comedy roast, like, but I haven't seen that one.
I seen there's one for Donald Trump.
Is there?
Yeah.
I not watched it, like. I guess it was before he was president, was it?
Must have
Yeah, it was. It was before he became president, yeah. Did you see, it's really funny that, did you see the tweet that, like, somebody retweeted from, like, 2009 whenever Obama was still president? And it was Donald Trump being like, oh, you know, we'd never abandon, like, the Americans who are, like, dying of this pandemic whilst in office. We would never do that. It's like, and what are you doing today?
Slightly hypocritical.
Yeah, just a bit.
He's too much of a businessman. He's already opening everything. It's just going a second wave. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, like, some, honestly, check out some of his
To the point
stuff.
where it's going down and then mess it up again.
I just
I just
ignore most of it.
What?
Yeah.
I ignore most of it, to be honest. My day is just
Like,
filled by watching fucking Little Baby Bum fucking music bug shit on YouTube. What are you doing?
Sounds fun.
You just said your day is spent watching little babies' bums.
Little Baby Bum. It's a YouTube channel.
Darn it, you're going to need to do some editing on this video.
To be fair, we did try to help Aiden, or like we tried to get him started on a bit of potty training the other day. So I literally was watching his fucking arse running about the place going, I hope he doesn't shit on the floor. He did piss on the floor many a times, to be fair. It was worse than having a puppy in the house. I said it was worse than having a puppy.
Anyway, shall we continue with what we were watching?
Sure. What were you watching, James?
Thanks. What have I watched recently? So I watched, in the past week, I watched the film Her.
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson. I thought it was really great. I really enjoyed it.
Never seen it.
It's interesting. And then last night I watched Ex Machina. Didn't like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You did.
I did.
I remember you said you liked it.
Yeah, I did. I don't know, it's like the cast, it's really well done, like the three of them. It's just, I don't know, it was just sort of like, it's not been done before, but if you look at it, it's kind of just, a rich billionaire, a loner, and an AI who's more smarter and is like more self-aware than anyone else realizes. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, the ending was decent. I didn't mind the ending. It was a nice twist, but
I find that now though, because you've seen so many films, it's hard for them to get a unique twist, right? Because everything's been or similar. Like I always think it's like, I guess, remember Invisible? What do you call it?
Invisible Man. Yeah.
I guess the end is 40 minutes in, 30 minutes in.
but yeah, I enjoyed the Invisible Man though.
Same. I really enjoyed it.
I love the dark hates it when I was sitting there. Yes.
No, you used to think. See, back in the day when whenever me and Curtis were first hanging out and watching films and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, every 5 minutes we're like, who's he? Does he die? What happens next? Are they gonna die? Is he the killer?
Watch it.
I bet he's the killer. Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, shut the fuck up and watch the movie.
Remember all the cinemas? Because I laughed and going out.
Yeah, he laughs and you need to have a guard here or just be prepared to be bruised.
Yeah, it's one of those things and it's really weird as well because obviously Darren and Curtis, you have seen a lot more old school stuff than what I have. So when people, just old school as in horror films or just more old school in general than what I've seen. So
I've seen a lot more old school stuff than Curtis has.
Okay, well, Darren, you have. So okay, fair enough.
I'm sorry, don't really annoys me, right?
No.
For years of the abuse I got from Darren for this maid of honor, 10 things I hate about you, things I got.
There's nothing wrong with 10 things I hate about you.
Mama Mia.
That's your go-to defense, Curtis, is Mamma Mia.
Like for everything.
Years ago, Darren would never. I'll see it.
Well, with age, you learn how to open your mind up to more things.
Or he's whipped.
No.
Whipped
Look,
forced to watch it.
the amount of shite I make Liz watch on a fucking daily basis. I have to let her have a couple of nights where she picks the movies.
It's the fact you got really drunk to watch Warhorse and it was a brilliant movie.
I know. I thought it was going to bore the tits off me.
Yeah, because you messaged me and you were like, Warhorse, have you seen it? Let's make me watch it. I don't want to. And then you were like, hey, it was actually really good.
It is good.
It's long,
See,
but it's good.
Yeah.
It's long.
So you've watched, it was 2.5 hours, something, 3 hours?
Yes, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So see, you've seen a lot of old school films, so whenever people, and I swear to God, the amount of abuse I get for not having seen some of the classics, which I'll hold my hands up, I haven't done. But I watched The Evil Dead 2 for the first time this afternoon.
For the first time?
Yep,
That's
first time.
That's probably my favourite horror comedy.
Yeah, it's... So, I'm trying to get this straight.
Wait. Have you watched the first one?
No, but I knew what happens.
Well, you don't need to watch the first one, because the second one, restarts anyway.
Oh, okay. Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
What?
The first one was just crap.
It wasn't crap.
It was crap.
It wasn't crap.
This is all. I was like, well, isn't that the one with all literally the OTT blood that looked crap?
That's the first and second one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. So they intended this to be a comedy as well, right?
Yes.
I was gonna say, because I watched it and I was sitting there going, right, this is a proper cheesy B movie, horror film at best. The gore is just over the top excessive.
If you're going into that film thinking it's going to be a serious horror flick, you're going to be very disappointed.
No, like, I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be like a serious thing, but it's just because I'd seen the remake, obviously, like before I'd watched this one, and watching now this one, I'm like, why did they try and go super serious with the remake and make it like, you know, so creepy and like, because I laughed my ass off at like Evil Dead 2. Like I was sitting there going, this is fucking nuts.
To enjoy
like,
the remake, you need to take it as a comedy. That's how you go in watching the remake.
Laughable.
But the remake did try and, like, it wasn't meant to be a comedy though, it was trying to be like deadly serious, wasn't it?
To an extent, but you really can't
It
take...
gets real.
That happens in the first film as well.
Oh, because in the right, I thought it happened in the second one because I was waiting for it, and then I was like, no, it just gets dragged
It's
off.
literally just a tree branch that just goes, and that's it. End of scene.
Painful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just sitting there going, right, so I was like, this guy's day just turned from bad to worse, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, nice night with your girlfriend in the band cottage.
You need to watch Army of Darkness.
Yeah, I guess that's the third one, so.
And then the show Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Yeah, because I did see advertisements for that. I was like, that looks really funny.
I have them all on Blu-ray if you want to lend them at some point.
Does the Army of Darkness take place, like, in the past? Because obviously he lands in, like, the medieval times. It's like, how the fuck that happened?
It was originally meant to be called the Medieval Darkness, but because Universal wanted it to sort of stand on its own 2 feet, they called it Army of Darkness.
Is it any good? Or is
it's fucking brilliant. Brilliant film.
Yeah.
It's full legit fantasy comedy more than anything horror. There's like no horror in it whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is just, it's bonkers. And I was just like, okay, cool, whatever, I'll go with it.
Sell me this.
What? You've seen them?
This, like, what?
You've seen them?
And that's what I'm saying. I don't even remember.
I'm pretty sure we sat one night and watched all 3 of them, and by the end of it, you're just looking at me going, these are shit.
Crap, I did all the sweets. I did all the strawberry aces and all back. I remember eating them by the first movie was over. Although, I remember we used to do those wee movie nights.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Hatchet one? It was good.
Yeah, I do remember Hatchet. And then American Pie after that. We'll not go any further.
James is just sitting there like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
In jokes.
What kind of... Oh, okay.
That's a story for whenever the camera's not rolling.
It's the most weird double date.
Right, let's not talk about it anymore because we'll just go into weird territory because the more we try not to explain it, the more it'll just sound worse.
I don't know, by all means.
Nope.
Go ahead, I can shut up for 10 minutes.
By all means.
He has to be like a villain in the next movie we do.
A villain?
He has to be sitting there. Like, you know what I mean? Just sitting there, cat in one hand.
Just sitting there, cap as fuck with his wine.
Yeah.
Like, oh boys.
Boys.
I want to speak to your manager.
Right for the movie. Yeah.
I can do a like test scene for you now if you want to. Wait, yeah, like give me a pitch though. Like what am I doing? Like just give me a pitch, or and then I can improvise.
We've just broke into your secret lair.
Darren's just pregnant your daughter.
Okay, so Darren's just pregnant my daughter. Okay, and say I catch him making himself a sandwich in the kitchen.
Right. I thought you were about to say something else there.
I love how you mean more noise.
Just sitting there, standing there in my boxers with you. I have bread knife, just like.
Yeah, my daughter said she won't be home for a while, the parents won't be home, and then Darren's like, fuck it, fuck you, I'll make a sandwich. You know what I mean? So, and
She's still tied up upstairs.
No, wait, even better. You then go to relax your 5 and you walk into the living room, switch the light on, and then there's me just sitting here like this.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, scene set sort of thing, alright? Hello, Darren. No, where's my daughter?
Sorry, there's a dog howling out the back.
Oh, yes, we're having a good time, were you? Well, I'd man speak to your manager.
I'll go get another beer. I'll be back in a second.
No worries.
I need to get a camp.
James, you're gonna have to hold the fort for us. Do a monologue.
I'm not good at monologues. So anyway, folks, now that they're gone for 2 seconds, or a couple minutes, I'm just gonna hijack it. And... Shit,
Where's my
What?
I'm back. Tell me this, James, do you know what this is from?
I'm gonna get it wrong. Actually, yeah, no, I'm not gonna attempt to guess, because I'll get it wrong and embarrass myself.
The Exorcist.
Oh my god, I was gonna say The Crow, and then I saw Ouija boards, and I was like, no.
No, it's not The Crow. The Exorcist.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the face that flashes up every time, so like, there's meant to be like a demon presence sort of thing.
Yeah, I've heard that. Actually, I've seen videos and shit.
Have you seen The Exorcist?
No.
No? It's a very good film. Many people would disagree with me.
I remember years ago that my mate's dad, we were on his house one day, and he had that and Carrie on, like, well, I say DVD, it might have been VHS. Can't remember how long ago this was, but and his dad was literally like, you know, listen, lads, he was like, don't be watching that film. He was like, it's a bad film. It's not for you. You won't enjoy it. And we were like, oh, okay. To be honest, I never really watched horror films up until I was like, maybe like 18. So
Yeah, Darren would be like, I never really watched horror films until I was 6.
Legit.
I remember vividly on like memories I have from like teenage years was me and my mates like kicking a ball about, and he had a free house, and he goes, oh, you know, why don't we come in, watch a film? I was like, oh yeah, like what film? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was like, nope, definitely not, nope.
I remember watching The Exorcist for the first time at the Coles, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It's so dated, it's not even scary.
No.
But
I get into it though. I get into the whole.
people actually took heart attacks and died.
Yeah.
Back when it first came out.
One person.
One person took a heart attack and died.
Yeah, the media blew it up to be more than it ever was. People are saying they're fainting and all, but that's like these friggin' posts you see nowadays where like people can't finish the platform because it's so scary.
They probably thought, oh my.
Yeah. It's a publicity stunt more than anything.
Yeah. Not stunt. Someone actually died, like, but.
Well, if you're going to watch a film like that and you've got a weak heart, who's really to blame here?
Who's really to blame here?
See, to be honest, the amount of horror films these days, it's like, critics are calling it the scariest movie of the year. And you're like,
I always do that. I always tag Darno.
It winds me up. You see, whenever I see that, it puts me off watching a film because then I know it's probably going to be shit.
Or no, the other one. The amount of films this is used in, right? And if you can go back and count, honestly, it was last year in particular, near enough every single film that came out, critics are calling it the best movie of the year, spectacular. And you're like, it's fucking February. How can it be?
It's a nicer way of saying it's pretty shit.
To be fair,
yeah.
This year they may have been right.
That's fair.
Very true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like say the Oscar doesn't go ahead this year. Well, sorry, next year. Like, what are you going? Like, you know what I mean? What are you going to nominate?
It's really
Sonic.
annoying. The amount of
Best
films that are
animation.
going to be shunned from the Oscars now because of the year difference.
What?
The amount of films that are going to be like disregarded. Yeah. What are you doing?
Three, but what would they have won, really?
See, to be honest, the last couple of years, the Oscars have just pissed me off more than anything.
I don't mind. Like, I watched them. I was really happy this year because Parasite won Best Picture, so I was really happy with that because it was awesome. Parasite, yeah. It was fantastic, honestly.
See, I don't think I'll be able to convince Liz to sit down and watch it.
See, I used to not be able to watch like foreign films because obviously the subtitles, and then I watched. See, as soon as you watch one, though, you just kind of get used to it. So foreign films are actually.
I don't think I can convince myself to sit down and watch it.
We watched Train to Busan the other day, and it had subtitles, and it was really good.
Yeah.
But I had seen it before, but I was glad to get Liz to watch it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic film. So.
I know. Unfortunately, the sequel looks a bit shit.
Sequel looks shite. It looks like they literally just ripped off Resident Evil.
And that's not the best thing to be ripping off.
No, it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Resident Evil films just for the sheer like kind of action of them.
Oh yeah.
It's like they're probably like B grade like action films, but it's you can't really.
I think if I was to defend any film franchise, it would be the Resident Evil franchise, film wise.
Yeah, I mean, bar the final chapter because the final chapter took the piss.
Yeah.
It was like, right, it's over.
Was that the recent one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was like, finally, it's over. No, it's not. Okay, now it's over.
Yeah.
Or is it? And you're like, is this where going to end already?
I know.
And then they ended it on another cliffhanger, and you're like, Jesus.
That's your man for you, though, Paul W.S. Anderson. His head so far up his own hole, it's unbelievable. He has done some good films, like Event Horizon is a great sci-fi horror.
What one?
Event Horizon.
Ah, okay. Heard of it, I haven't seen it.
Great film. Sam Neill's in it and Lawrence Fishburne.
Now.
What?
I've seen it twice now.
Yeah.
So you maybe watch it, remember? And then I think we rewatched it.
Probably. The amount of films that I've gotten you to watch is uncountable at this point.
No, it is one of them, like.
You probably know what films I've got you to watch more than I do, because if I'm getting you to watch them, I've already seen them. So. No. Everybody just went quiet there.
How long is this video?
It's going to be an hour. I was actually thinking about cutting it off here because anything over an hour is really pushing it for anybody to sit and watch it for that long, because it's hard enough to get people to watch a 10-minute long video, let alone an hour long video.
Yeah, because I wondered about this the other day, because the one that I watched for you, and it was only like 20 minutes, half an hour, so I was like, how long did you speak for, and then how much did you cut?
I didn't actually cut anything out of it.
Oh, really?
No, what we did was we kind of had an idea of what we were going to talk about, and then I ended the shot, and then started a new one for a different topic.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, this is almost like a visual podcast more than anything.
Pretty much, yeah.
I might actually write that in the description of this video. This is a visual podcast type thing. But it wouldn't be a bad thing to do this every week or so, or every couple of days, depending on how our nights turn out.
Yeah, because, I mean, technically, if it's a visual podcast, technically you can still have it playing in your ears, but you don't need to watch it necessarily.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would work.
We can do that. No, but even if...
I'll bring the alter ego Karen back, every so often.
We can talk about if we want to do reviews and stuff, and all three of us watch a particular film or talk about a particular subject, and we'll specifically talk about that in other videos. Yeah. Or we can just do a shit show like this one and just talk about whatever the fuck we want.
Whatever we're feeling.
Yeah. But I will finish. We're going just beyond the hour mark, so I think I'll wrap this video up for this one anyway. So do you guys want to say bye?
Yes. Bye-bye. And look forward to the next one.
Yep. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far in this video, and hopefully you'll join us for the next time we do a COVID-19 three-way visual podcast style video. Check out the website. A lot of our articles there are written by James, who is the dude in the middle, and Curtis does a few and I do a few. We've also got some new people coming on, checking out some new articles and stuff. And if you want to be part of the ForTalkSake crew, then all you need to do is email unofficialreview92@gmail.com. Get in contact with me and we'll sort something out. So cheers and see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.